Hello and welcome to another wonderful gathering of the Shakti Spiral. My name is Shakti and I am the High Priestess for the frequency of the One Energy, or also called the All-Mother energy. And I'm so excited that you are here with me this evening. And it, again, feels like so much time has elapsed from when our last gathering was together. And so many energies have been really filtering in. It has really been a time of expansion, renewal, but also reflection of the things that have passed in our life that no longer are necessary. So it's about also contemplation and self-evaluation. It's a really powerful time to be part of this awakening and this transition with the Divine One energy and in the expansion in consciousness. So as everyone's gathering together and as we are getting all situated for tonight for our online moon ritual, I wanted to just kind of explain to you, for those who are new, I welcome you. Oop, just hit my little crystal here. I welcome you for the first time if you're here new, or if you've been with me from the beginning or joining in, and it's been a couple of times since you've had a ritual with me, I want to welcome you. Thank you for taking your time this evening on Tuesday to be with me and to join collectively in conscious expansion and intention. This is such a powerful time. So why do we do new moon rituals? Why are they necessary? Or why do we feel called and drawn to them? It is the dark phase of the moon, and to me that is really in essence really collecting the energy of the womb, of the time to go within and reflect. When the moon, she is in the dark period, she's going within and she's inviting us to do the same, to take a stock, so to speak, of our lives and where we're at and assess our situation. And if we're not in alignment with what it is we intend for our lives, making those changes, those necessary changes. And so it really is a time to self-evaluate, to, like I said, contemplate, and to go within and to see what needs addressing. So right now, with the new moon in Pisces, it is that watery sign of the fishes. And it is as an opportunity to use our intuition, to use the energy of the water to make those fluid transitions. And I love to liken the water as that embryonic fluid, the time of gestation and the time of really getting into the deep-seated parts of us that need to come forward to really fully be authentic and authenticate our lives in the way that we want them to be. That coupled with, we had a solar eclipse. I don't know, I didn't get a chance to check that out. It was a really busy day for me, but the energies of the solar eclipse, again, the sun going into that eclipse is another opportunity for the moon to take a step forward, to look again at what is inwardly going on in our world. And so it's really powerful to look at your moon sign. A lot of people focus on the sun aspect, but the moon is just as important. So if you don't know what your moon sign is, I encourage you to find out what that is, because that is all about your inner world. Your sun is what you show up in the world, how you show up in the world, and how you present yourself. And the moon is about what goes on internally, which is just as important as the external. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We come together in celebration and unity to collectively gather our intentions and to focus on those things that we may need a little bit of help diving into, or we may need a little bit of support. And so I love that we come together from all over the world, whether you're watching me live right now or later on. It's a wonderful time to really gather our energies and focus on honing those intentions, and to do so with support. We're more gathered. It really makes a shift in consciousness. There is a study done, and to recall the exact source, it eludes me at this time, but it is something of that. They took a group of people who are really into meditation and really connected with their meditative practice, and they had them in a city meditating for several weeks. And what they noticed was that the crime rate went down. They noticed that it started to shift the consciousness in the community they were in. And I believe that the more that we do these new moon gatherings, these online rituals, these times of gathering together for these powerful, loving intentions with the energy of the All Mother, with the energy of one, we make a difference in our communities and essentially the world. So thank you for being part of this journey with me and being here tonight with me as we really delve into that watery Pisces energy. And so I wanted to also let you know that One Ascension had its anniversary, 8-year anniversary this last month. And what I was doing in the background during that time of the portals of the one energy that were really available, I made some incense and some oil, the All Mother oil that you see me using. I still have a little residual left from the last time, that anointing and blessing oil and my spray. And as my giveaway this evening, I'm going to give a set to, here's the oil. I like to set it real quick. The oil, the spray that I like to mist my pillow with before I go to bed, and the incense. It's all packaged already. So that's going to go to a lucky winner at the end of the evening. So I'm excited. Okay, let's get started. And I don't know about you, but like I say, every time that we get together, I really look forward to it. And it's a time to just stop everything that you're doing, take a moment to be in this present space with me, and to really work on what it is that you're wanting to create more of in your life. And being that, again, this is the year 9, meaning that if you add 2 plus, the 0 plus 1 plus 6 in numerology, those add up together to 9, meaning we're tying up loose ends, we're addressing old relationships or challenges or healing opportunities. And what is happening is that we're looking and assessing what is working, what is not. And if it's not working, it means we need to move on. It means that we need to heal, address it, give blessing to what is past, and welcome in the new. And I've been talking with some clients as I'm going to be going on a spiritual hiatus, a little bit of a break after this new moon ritual, but don't fret, I'll still be back for April's new moon ritual. But I'm going to take a little bit of time to be with my family, and I'll explain a little bit more of that later on. But the thing is that talking with some clients as I'm kind of getting them all together and gathered so I can have these appointments, I noticed that there's a theme, and the theme was they felt kind of displaced in the sense that they're going through so many changes. It was kind of challenging for them to maneuver in the world or to feel connected to the things that they used to love, the things that really spoke to them or really moved and stirred them, or the things that maybe they thought that they were done with and it was coming back up. And I like to address it like this. You're letting go of an old story. You're letting go of an old consciousness, way of thinking and being and presenting yourself in the world. And you're welcoming in a more authentic you. And as you're doing that, as you're expanding, you might feel like you're still kind of in between that transition. You're clearing things up in the 9, and next year, like I said, 2017 is a 1 year. So that's all new beginnings. So you're finishing things up, but you're already feeling the energies of the new coming in. And so it can feel challenging. It can feel conflicting at times. So what my guidance has been for myself through the All Mother has been trust what your instincts are. The first thing that you get before your rational mind comes in and tries to displace all of that or cancel it out or give you reasons why that's not going to work, really learned to listen to that authentic part within you that is your inner compass, and take note of that and trust that and use that and utilize that. The more that you're going to work and feel a little displaced and disheveled. So okay, welcome. As we've explained all of that, gone through some things. So I am going to light some sage to clear the energy. And if you have some clearing herbs or if you have some sage, I invite you to do that with me, just to clear the space, bring us into a focused state of being. And I love this part, just taking time and giving some to you, giving some to me, collecting all the energies that have been scattered today and just kind of honing and bringing all of that in. Because we need this space. We need this time together. And so I welcome you as we are in the space. to just really be present and allow all the things, all the worries, cares, and concerns to just be at ease right now, to be at peace. And so, like I say, when we do the sage, so we clear, so we allow our energies to collect again. I also, we cleared out now, energy 101, whatever you've taken out, you need to put something in. So I love my sweetgrass for that as a sacred offering to the ancestors, to all those who have gone before and all those who will go after, as well as just a beautiful, beautiful vibe. I love those embers. Aren't they beautiful? Those fiery embers. See if you get the camera. There you go. All right. So welcome. Welcome those who are new and welcome those who have been with me. I truly cherish your energy and thank you for being here. So now, thinking about part of the recommended to come with an open heart, but suggested tools where if you have a journal or something to write with, you want to have that handy tonight. And if you have a candle to light, I have my black one, kind of the symbolic color of the dark moon. I have that going on with my flowers, my altar. So if you have anything like that, just get that prepared and let's go on this journey together today and this evening. So in this space, I have really thought about all of the energies, like I said, that are coming forward, and they're new, and then the old energies that have been coming forward. And it is really, I mean, we are just in March, and it feels like we've been in this year for a while already. We have come hitting the ground running. It has been a time to really address and to not skirt around those things that are being invited for us to heal and to take note of, and to just really be focused and present in making those changes that we are being invited to. Resistance is challenging at times, especially when it comes to change. People have this nostalgic attachment, even if it's to drama or even if it's something isn't working in their lives. Sometimes we can tend to be attached to it because we're familiar with it. We're familiar with the sorrow or even the sense of suffering, but we don't need to do that. We can transcend those old paradigms, creating new ones, and understanding that who we are isn't necessarily a reflection of where we've been. It's a reflection of what we're intending for our future. So who we are in this very present moment, with our intentions in our heart are written down even, let's look at that tonight. Let's look at where we're going. Not forecasting so far into the future, but where we're aligned to right now. So with this watery sign in Pisces, it's an opportunity to look at intuition, to look at those intuitive aspects. Let's welcome in intuition. Let's welcome in those parts of us that speak quietly, that invite us to take a moment to stop and reflect. Because when we're so busy, which happens to all of us, we're so busy with our to-do lists, we forget the to want, the things that we desire, the wanting list, the part that needs fuel and the part of us that needs attention and seeks that love. So without further ado, let's call in the quarters and create our sacred space right now. So I want you to take a moment to just get comfortable in your chair or wherever you're sitting, or if you're whatever you may be, to just kind of be in your body, roll your head, your shoulders, get comfortable. As you close your eyes, I want you to take a deep breath, inhaling, calling all of your energy back to you. And as you exhale, releasing all energy that is not yours, it does not serve for your highest good. Again, inhaling, calling all of your energy back to you from all people, places, times, and things. And as you exhale, releasing all anxiety, worries, concerns, and just letting them drift away. Your last inhalation, deep breath, inhale, calling all of those parts back to you. Hold it for just a second. Be aware of your breath and exhale, feeling focused, feeling centered and feeling at peace. So take a moment now, close your eyes, and remember that big, beautiful shelf that we use in every ritual. And for those who are new, I want you to picture a beautiful shelf. It can be any color, ornate, or as simple as you'd like it. And this is a place where we put all of our cares, worries, and concerns for this hour that we're together. It is a magical shelf. So with any care, worry, or concern that we may put there, know that our divine guides, our sacred beings, our ancestors, our spiritual team, they'll take care of it for us if we decide to leave it. But we can always pick it up after we're done with tonight's ritual. So let's just place all of concerns on that shelf. And just allow yourself to be fully present in this moment with me and with one another. Whether you're watching this live or you're watching this afterward, we are all connected because time, we all know, is an illusion. Everything takes place now. So I want you to focus on your heart chakra, which is right here in the center of your chest. The part of you that is knowing and that feels without reason and knows without explanation. And picture a spiral, a beautiful spiral, any color that you choose, expanding and getting bigger, coming out of your heart chakra, expanding, becoming bigger and bigger, until it engulfs all of your body, big, beautiful, and expansive. And in this spiral is the pure frequency of love. And I want you to picture all of us sitting around a big, big circle. We are all gathered wherever we may be around the world at this time, gathered in one big circle. Whether we're watching live or, like I said, watching later, we are all in the circle now. And I want you to expand your heart chakra, your spiral energy, out of your left side, giving it to your person on your left. They receive it through their right side, and it merges with their beautiful spiral energy, with their heart chakra, their beautiful love frequency. Seeing the colors form this beautiful symbiotic energy emergence. See it transforming and becoming something beautiful, transcending any illusion. And see that go out to their left side. And so it continues clockwise around the circle, making its way around until you find that energy coming back to your right side. And you take that beautiful energy in, melding it with your beautiful your chakra, your heart chakra, spiral energy. And allowing us to be all one in this space here and now, transcending all space, all time. And now it's time to call in the quarters. We call to the energy of the East, element of air, the beautiful, powerful, mighty winged ones, the power of thought, where all things begin. We call you now, come and be part of our circle. And to the energy of the South, element of fire, of powerful passion and creative energy, the fire walkers and the fire breathers. We call you now, come and be part of our circle. To the energy of the West, element of water, to the sacred record keepers of the water, to gestation, embiotic fluid, intuition, the powerful energy of Pisces. We call you now, come and be part of our circle. And to the energy of the North, element of earth, Pachamama, the earth keepers, our sacred crystal stone allies, our ancestors, those who have gone before us and those who will go after us. We call you now, come and be part of our circle. And we call in the divine one energy to just surround us, to flow through us, and to anchor us into this time and space, into no time and into no space. We call on the beloved All-Mother to surround us, your children. Be with us now as we set intentions for our lives, as we align to our most authentic, truest parts and aspects. May all that are gathered here today be blessed by you now and always. And so we welcome you. We welcome you now. We welcome in the beautiful ancestors, spiritual teams, and guides as we stand together in this sacred work. What a shift. I love doing that. I can feel that buzzing energy. That is so cool. So, okay, getting started. I wanted to give you a moment to, if you have something to write with, or if you just want to hold it in your heart, your intentions in your heart chakra, think of something that you would like to seed, prepare for, to seed in this dark moon time. What is it that is calling you intuitively, that has been calling you, that you may not have answered, that you may have had fear about answering? And think of something. It can be as big and as bold as you want it to be, or it can be something that you already are working on now. Something that has been calling you, though, and it will not rest. It will not leave you alone. I want you to take that energy now. I want you to take those intentions now, and I want you to get a moment to write it down. Write down what it is that you would like to bring forward in your life. And it's something that is truly authentically part of you. Like I always tell my children, when there's something that really needs to be part of what they're doing in their lives, it won't leave them alone. It will continually call them. They can forget it for a while. They can kind of put it aside because it might be scary. It might be something that really challenges them to step out of their comfort zone. But it's something that comes back again because it's something that is truly authentically part of who they are and part of their path as they're here on Mother Gaia. So what is it now that has been calling you, that has been poking you while you're in the shower maybe, or while you're in those times of thought and reflection, that you maybe haven't taken the courage or the steps towards? And write those down right now. And I'll just give you a couple of seconds to do that. So try to think of something that you haven't done versus what you're doing now, but it may be a continuation of or an expansion of. And for the next part, I want you to think about what the reasons are, what you've told yourself as to why you haven't done it. What reasons? Not enough time, maybe not enough money, too young, too old, you maybe don't feel you know how, or might lack the abilities or the skills or whatever, or location, whatever it is that you have been telling yourself as to why something you haven't done what it is that's calling you. Take a moment to just address that right now. Write that down. Just giving you a couple more seconds for that one. Oh, and I can feel you guys tonight, all of you beautiful women and men, buzzing energies, very powerful. This is really a neat time. Okay, now you have it. You have it written down, or you have an intention of it in your heart, and hold that space there. Now we're going to go on a little trip. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes. Again, I want you to focus on your breathing, calling your energy back to you. Focusing again, letting go of the list, letting go of that, even that intention, and just really focusing on right now. And when I say letting go of that intention, focusing on, did I write it down right, or did I word it right? Just let all that go, because energy is energy. It doesn't even work really in words as much as it does in feeling. So as long as you have that feeling, you're good. So I want you to focus on your third eye, which is your chakra right here between your eyebrows. I want you to focus right there. And as we're breathing together, I want you to focus with your eyes closed, up and looking in towards that space. It might be a little challenging, but still try it. Up and in, looking in towards that third eye with your eyes closed. And I want you, it might be feeling dark or looking dark inside. I want you to start to see a beautiful indigo blue spiral spiraling outwards, getting bigger and bigger. And step through that spiral. And you'll notice that there's a beautiful path in front of you. No door, no stairs to climb, just a beautiful path. This path can be made out of any material, any color, and any surrounding. It could be forest, it could be beach, it could be even in a hallway, it could be anything. What does it look like? Take note of it. And me as your guide, allow me to walk this path with you. As we continue to walk, you feel comfortable, you feel safe, knowing that you're divinely held in this space. Up ahead, you'll see that there's a beautiful crystalline looking river. You walk towards it. You'll see that there's a bridge at this river, and I will stay on this side of the river, but I want you to cross this bridge. Take your time noticing what the bridge is made out of. Does it feel sturdy? Does it feel a little rickety? What is it? See-through? Is it metal? Is it wood? Is it woven? Take your time to cross this bridge, noticing how you feel. And with your intentions in your heart, allow yourself to be in this space. And notice that the path continues. And so I want you to walk this path just a little bit. It can be daylight or it can be night. And up ahead as you're walking this path, you see an outline of a person. It's kind of hard to tell though, because there's a lot of brush in the way. It doesn't impede, doesn't impede with your path, but you notice it's just a little bit challenging to make out. Keep walking the path, and as you do, the person walking towards you gets clearer and clearer. And you stop, feeling full of love. You notice the person walking towards you is your future self. It could be from this lifetime. It can be from a past life. It can be your higher self, but this is you. This is your future self. This is who you really are. Thinking about your intentions and what you've aligned your life to and what you're aligned to right now, your future self has come to share some information with you. So feeling completely safe, divinely held and loved, you step towards your future self who welcomes you with open arms, looking wiser, looking brilliant. The energy that surrounds your future self is so beautiful and expansive. And you know that this part of you is all-knowing. This part of you has the answers you are seeking. So with your intentions, ask, what is this step I need to take? What is the action that I am being guided to? And let them show you, let them tell you what this divine action holds for you. Allow yourself to just be completely engulfed in that energy. Don't second guess anything that you're receiving. And allow the messages to flow freely to you. Your future self may show you something that needs to be healed or something that needs to be taken action with. Knowing that this will bring you into full alignment, knowing that this will bring you into greater peace and joy, most authentically you. So now it's time to say goodbye, knowing that you can connect to this part of yourself again at any time. Thank your future self, your high self, in any way that it came and showed itself to you tonight. Knowing that you are so loved. And whenever you need something, it is automatically given to you. Just be aware and open to receiving it. So as you turn around and make your way back down that pathway, you feel lighter. You've gathered some information now. You have some insight, some intuition as to what steps need to be taken or what needs to be addressed in your life. And cross over the bridge, feeling centered and feeling wonderful. You find me waiting for you on the other side. And again, we continue our journey down that path. Feeling lighter, feeling centered, feeling full of joy. Step through the spiral. Closing that spiral again. Looking once again in and up towards your brows. Allowing that spiral to get smaller and smaller. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So take a moment to write down what it is that you may have been given the information of. Our high self or our future self, they can come in any form. We can come in any form because the form that we're attached to now in this incarnation, it's just one part of who we are. It's not all of who we are. So how did you look? What did you notice about yourself? What information were you given? What did you feel? Write any of that down and don't discount anything. And for those of you who don't have anything to write with, I intend that you'll recall and remember what you need to until you have a chance to write it down. Okay, now, looking at that story you told yourself about why the reason or what it is that was keeping you from really pursuing this part of you that has been calling you, or this action, this this guidance that you've been given, and the story that you told yourself as to why it hasn't happened. look at that again now. From this fuller perspective, look at that again. And I want you to see how illusionary that story is, and how that is just most likely fear-based or some sort of self-limitation imposed upon you. It might even be a story that is given to you through ancestral, it could be generational. Again, that healing is coming forward right now, so we can heal it once and for all. Or as my Mr. Wallace likes to say, put it to bed once and for all. So think of that. Think of that and understand that whenever we're guided to do something, whenever we're guided to take part in something, our spirit already knows how to do it. We may need remembering and may take a class to be reminded, but we are so expansive and have lived so and have so many experiences. Our souls are so much more than we understand them to be. We are not limited to just one experience. Therefore, allow yourself to use that intuition, that expansion, and the ancestral lineage that you have, that you've been blessed with, to show you what abilities you have, what it is that's calling you. And trust that when you're being guided to do something, you know how to do it. You may just need a little bit of reminding of what that is. So it's time to leave those stories behind. And this is part of letting go of those old paradigms and those old things that don't serve us any longer, that really hinder us and keep us feeling disempowered and feeling in illusion and in fear and feeling cut off from our true source of happiness. All of these things and all of these stories that we tell ourselves are just that, they're stories. And like I told you many times past with the ritual, we can rewrite our story at any time. And it is up to us, though, to take the steps to do that. And it isn't always easy, but it is something that we get called to do time and time again, because it is our soul's urging to want to be expansive, not to be contained in illusionary fear or in limitation that we impose upon ourselves, or maybe through culture or through any type of belief that may make you feel like you are closed off from your true source. So take the time throughout tonight and into tomorrow, while we are still kind of in the energies of the solar eclipse, to really allow yourself to go within, to journal, to take time to reflect, to take time to allow those truest aspects of you to come forward. And they may come up and show up in any way, and it's okay. However it shows up, don't judge it. Just go with it, because this is who you are. So just allow it to just show up, write it down, feel into it. And you may not always have all of the blueprint for it. You may not have the whole game plan, the whole map laid out for you. But understand that in the realm of spirit, everything is created spiritually before it's created physically. So things are being constructed. And if you truly believe that the universe will just resides to support you and constructs itself to support you, it will show up that way. It's a matter of you choosing and how you perceive your life. So now, with this in hand, you are empowered. You have a tool, and you visited with yourself, who's already done it, who's already had experience in what the path you're on right now. They're already at the other end of that path. That is why that imagery was given to you this evening. So think about that and how cool that is. Everything that you are wanting to do, you've already done it. Remember, time, and the quantum physicists will tell you, time is always relative to the perceiver. So all time being now, that's why we can gather together live and later on, and we all feel the energy of being gathered all at once, because time is illusionary. Okay, So there is that. That is very powerful. I use that actually for myself at times where I'm really coming up with a decision and I'm not sure which to make. I will ask myself, okay, what's the outcome if I do take this path? When I remember to do that and I go through a visualization of connecting with my future self or my high self, uh, depending on what I'm guided to. Sometimes it's high self and sometimes it's my future self. I will always make a decision that is never based in fear or ego, and it is in a direct alignment with what my path is. And I've never regretted making a decision. In fact, I really work on not regretting any decision I make, because any decision you make does have an opportunity and a gift there. But I'm talking about the ones where it really is aligned in the path and that you've set out for yourself. And I've always been in joy and deep appreciation for the choices I've made when I've taken time to connect and ask. So it doesn't take a lot. And if you haven't gotten the clarity, the full clarity yet, just know that it is coming to you and trust that. Okay. Okay. So as we go forward, remember that nothing is being withheld from you. Everything is given. All you have to do is ask, then believe that you'll receive it. It not maybe not in exactly the moment you want it, but it always will show up, in trust that the universe conspires to bring about blessings to you in any way it can possibly, in the most fluid way possible. So you are greatly loved. And the energies of the All Mother are that nothing is withheld from her children. She is abundant and she blesses each one of her children. We simply need to be open to receiving her gifts. So now, I wanted to take the time to set some intentions together as a collective. This is something that I did personally with my beloved clients that are on Facebook. Not all are, but some that are. We did a unified meditation on Leap Day, and it was about what we're going internally, what we're working about, bringing about the inner peace. We reflect that in our world. So it's kind of like the Emerald Tablet teaching, as within, so without. What you are within is reflected into your world. So I want to do that now, even though it's a little bit later. It's still all time being now. I want to take the time to really, while we are in the sacred space, to set some powerful intentions for the world, to set intentions for the continued awakening that is happening right now. That it would be wonderful if we all just kind of woke up and realized and took responsibility for our actions. But for those of us who are waking up and taking more responsibility and having the courage to look at our lives and examine them, I want to commend you and thank you for taking those courageous steps. It's not always easy to look at that shadow aspect. And that's why we use the new moon to as a guidance, because her womb, the energy of mother, in it's dark, but it is all life-giving, and it is where everything is created, and we can heal instantly there. So now I want you to close your eyes, again focusing on our circle, and I want you to think about all of the ways that inner peace manifests in your life, or that you would desire inner peace to manifest in your life. How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? How do you feel? What does the day look like? When you go to bed at night, how do you feel? And what did the day look like? Expand this energy out to the community. And from your community to the state that you live in, and to the country that you live in. Expanding that space still until you engulf this inner peace with the entire world. Remembering that we are all her children. And allowing love and peace and unity and expanding your heart chakra and allowing yourself to feel safe in this love vibration. Expansive, safe, and healing. Okay, so as we're getting close to the end of the hour, I wanted to take a moment to explain to you what I talked about with my spiritual hiatus that's coming up. A lot of you don't know, some of you do, that my beloved Mr. Wallace is going through a really serious surgery coming up next week, in fact, on Monday, the 14th. And I would really appreciate your love and blessings and healing intention for him. We are a powerful circle, and I would deeply appreciate that as he undergoes something very extensive, and just sending some love to him, being that it will activate completely now and also when he needs it. And I asked his permission, and he's absolutely open to this at this time. And so I would deeply appreciate right now if we could just focus on Mr. Wallace. And I know you know what he looks like. He's debuted many times on my videos and in my rituals, the giveaways, and you'll see him tonight again. And I want you to just picture him and send loving, healing intentions to him. And I thank you for being willing to do that. And I deeply appreciate it. Not focusing on anything that he's going to be undergoing, but focusing on his complete, radiant, optimum health. And while we're here, anybody else who knows somebody or may be in this circle who also needs healing, we ask for their energy to come forward, that they may be blessed and send healing energy. They'll be sent nurturing love and care, whether they are present live watching now or will watch later on, or someone you may know. So they will know they are not alone ever. We are in this together. No one makes the journey alone. The All-Mother is mindful of all of her children, and she holds them close. Thank you, my beloved friends. Thank you so much for being with me and coming and showing yourself and allowing yourself to be in this energy frequency of love with me, for trusting in the All-Mother's energy and knowing that healing and expansive awakening happens instantaneously. Thank you. And so now it is time to close our circle. We thank the beloved All-Mother, the Divine One energy, our spiritual team, our ancestors, our guides and guardians for being here and part of our circle. To the direction of the north, element of earth, we thank you for being part of our circle. To the direction of the west, element of water, we thank you for being part of our circle. To the direction of the south, element of fire, we thank you for being part of our circle. And to the direction of the east, element of air, we thank you for being part of our circle. And now, take a moment to focus again on your heart chakra, sending a blessing to everyone in the circle, deep appreciation. I want you to picture your heart chakra, that big, beautiful spiral that surrounds your body, and see the energy that is not yours releasing out of your right side, going counterclockwise once again around the circle. Around and around, clockwise. Until your energy comes back again on your left side. Focusing on your heart chakra and that big, beautiful spiral concentrated down now, growing smaller and smaller, concentrating it in again and again, smaller and smaller until it starts to get powerfully small and mighty, just in your heart chakra space. Resting it here. It's funny. Thank you for that. Being in that space, sometimes words elude me, and I and always intend eloquence. But being in that space and being so connected to your energy, it's such a powerful feeling that words really can't even touch on the love and the appreciation that I have for each one of you. Our community has grown exponentially, and I intend it to continue to grow. So please continue to share and invite those that you know will benefit from these Shakti circles, the gatherings, the Shakti spiral gatherings. Continue to invite them. So the more that we expand, think about how that shifts our communities and, well, first of our homes and then our communities. So many things, the miracles that happen from just expanding heart chakra space and sharing the energy of the All Mother. It's just, it is, I have seen and witnessed so much. I have been privileged to hear the transformational stories of people who have gone through the energy of the one ascension technique, and how it really has transformed their lives. And I stand humbled as priestess to this work, knowing that serving as a vessel to this, it never gets old. It never stops just really giving me a loss for words, because it is so sacred and divinely held. And so now, the All Mother oil, the spray, and the incense. The incense, it's funny because I was making it. I had my own intentions, and even though I was working with the energies of the All Mother and the one energy, I should say, I use the energy of the one energy and All Mother. It's interchangeable. It's the same thing, but I kind of go back and forth with wording. So as I was making it and charging it for the 3 days to the portal of one, which was leap day, and I was getting all of my ingredients to charge and to really pull in the energy of the one. And I made it, and I burned it for the first time. I tested it out on March 1st, and it had an earthy herbal smell to it. And I was a little disappointed because it didn't smell a lot like the oil, but it was funny because I got this whispering from All Mother saying, "Well, you're not making an incense that's a room fragrance. It's meant for a special purpose. So know that this incense is very powerful, and it's to put you in a space of not only clearing your environment and it raises the vibration and charges the energy and around you with one energy. It's also used for channeling work. So like if you're, and this is what I use the incense for. So say you're really needing to write and to make some plans with what it is that you intended for today, so to speak. You can use this incense and burn it. And it really kind of fuels and feeds the spirit, the etheric part of you that you are channeling. And it's just, I don't use it all the time. I use my other instances that do smell like, wow, it smells like I'm burning on Nag Champa, or my favorite is Super Hit. So I use those, but for this type of work, for really powerful work, to really work your mojo, your magic, the All Mother instance is what I use. And the spray, well, I miss my pill before I go to bed at night, or when I really need that extra umph. And the oil, I anoint myself with that every new moon ritual, but also when I'm going to do any work with clients or getting into sacred work of my own. So I'm excited for someone to receive this tonight. And so like per usual, but if you're new, I'll tell you what you need to do in order to be entered into this giveaway. I do a separate video where Mr. Waltz and I do a drawing. But if you would like to win this little package here, I would like for you to comment either down below on the YouTube channel of that you would like to be entered into the drawing, and that's something you have to do. People are saying, I love the ritual, and I want to hear those too. I love that your experiences. But if you want, but I won't enter you into the drawing unless you specifically say, please enter me into the drawing. And you can always add that you love the ritual too, if that's what calls you. But just that you want to be entered in the drawing on the Facebook event page. Not my Shakti Spiral page, the Facebook event page, the YouTube channel underneath this streaming a live broadcast, or the Google Plus Hangout page. So 3 places only, not the One Ascension International page or the Shakti Spiral page. Again, the event page on Facebook, YouTube channel, or the Google Plus Hangout page. And so next month, we will be gathering together in April. I will definitely let you know, for those of you who are interested in Mr. Wallace's continued health as he recovers after March 14th. You can connect with me on the Shakti Spiral. You know where to find me. Again, I want to thank all of you who've joined me and who continue to be part of this movement. You honor me truly with your beautiful energy, and I look forward to seeing you all next month. Until then, have a blessed evening and stay tuned for the video that announces the winner. Much love to all of you. Mwah.